Once in another lifetime, one of toil and mud. Blackness was a virtue and the road was full of mud. Came in from the wilderness, creature void of form. And then she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. If I pass this way again, you can rest assured I'll always do my best for her, on that I give my word. The world is still like death, and men who are fighting to be warm. Then she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. Now the words spoke between us, there was little risk involved. Everything up to that point had been left unresolved. Imagine in a place where it's always safe and warm. And she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. Burned out from exhaustion, buried in the hail, poisoned in the bushes and blown out on the trail. Running like a crocodile, ravaging the corn. And she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. Suddenly I turned around, she was standing there. Silver bracelets on her wrists and flowers in her hair. She walked up to me so gracefully and took my crown of thorns. And she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. There's a wall between us, something had been lost. Took too much for granted and I got my signals crossed. Just to think that it all began on an uneventful morn. Then she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. Deputy walks on high and there's a picture rides him out. Nothing really matters much, it's doing the home that counts. One night undertaker, he blows a funeral horn. And she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. The newborn baby's wailing like a morning dove. No man broken teeth, stranded without love. Understand your question, man, it's hopeless and forlorn. And she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. Little hilltop village, they gambled for my clothes. Bargained for salvation and she gave me a lethal dose. Offered up my innocence, I got repaid with scorn. And she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. Living in a foreign country and I'm bound to cross the line. Beauty walks the razor's edge, someday I'll make it mine. Only turn back the clock to when God and her were born. And she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm.